Hello and a very warm welcome. You're watching The Breaking Ground with me, Priya Behel, and our focus story on this broadcast is coming in from Kerala, where a simple Onam celebration at a government school in Mallapuram has drawn the ire of All India Muslim Personal Law Board. This after girl students were seen dancing while wearing a hijab as a part of the celebrations. Nearly 600 students of Vandoor Government Higher Secondary School danced to the tunes of latest Malayalam hit songs at the event held in the school on Saturday. Many of the students in this video can be seen sporting a hijab. Censuring these female students, AIMPLB senior member Asma Zehra Taiba says that hijab has been misused and misrepresented. She said the video showing students dancing in hijab defeats the very purpose of Islamic clothing, as hijab is not just a dress but an ideology that ensures safety of women.
ഓണാഘോഷത്തിൻ്റെ ഭാഗമായിട്ട് വെറൈറ്റി ആയിട്ട് എന്തെങ്കിലും സ്കൂളിൽ ചെയ്യണമെന്ന് സാറുമാർ ഞങ്ങളോട് പറഞ്ഞു. അപ്പോൾ ഞങ്ങൾ വിചാരിച്ചു, സാറുമാർ പറഞ്ഞു ഞങ്ങളോട് ഫോട്ടോ എടുക്കാനൊരു പ്ലേസ് ഉണ്ടാക്കാമെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. അപ്പോൾ ഞങ്ങളെല്ലാവരും കൂടിക്കാണ്ട് ഒരു ഫോട്ടോ എടുക്കാനൊരു പ്ലേസ് കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചു. ഞങ്ങൾ NSS സ്റ്റുഡൻസിനോടാണ് പറഞ്ഞത്. NSS എല്ലാ മെമ്പേഴ്സ് കൂടിയിട്ടാണ് ഇത് കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചത്. അപ്പോൾ സ്കൂളിൽ കാണുന്ന ഒഴിവാക്കിയ വേർഡ്സ് ഉണ്ടാവില്ല, അത് വെച്ചിട്ട് ഞങ്ങൾ അതിന്മേ വെറൈറ്റി ആയിട്ട് എന്ത് ചെയ്യാൻ തീരുമാനിച്ച ശേഷമാണ് ഞങ്ങൾ പ്ലാസ്റ്റിക് വെച്ച് ചെയ്യേണ്ടെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. അപ്പോൾ പേപ്പർ വെച്ചിട്ടാണ് ഞങ്ങൾ എല്ലാ ഡെക്കറേഷൻസും ചെയ്തത്. എല്ലാം ചെയ്തത് വേർഡ്സ് പേപ്പേഴ്സ് യൂസ് ചെയ്തിട്ടാണ്. പിന്നെ ഞങ്ങൾ ഓണത്തിൻ്റെ പേര് പാത്തുവിൻ്റെ ഓണം എന്നാണ്. അത് ഞങ്ങൾ കല്ലുമാലിയിൽ നിന്ന് എടുത്തതാണ്. പിന്നെ ഊഞ്ഞാലിൻ്റെ പേരും പാത്തുവിൻ്റെ ഊഞ്ഞാലിൽ നിന്നാണ്.
ഞങ്ങൾ 2 വർഷത്തിന് ഓണത്തിന് ശേഷം ഈ ഒരു വർഷമാണ് ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് ഓണം അടിച്ചു പൊളിക്കാനായിട്ട് കിട്ടിയത്. സാർമാർക്ക് അത്രയും സപ്പോർട്ടായിട്ടാണ് ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് നിൽക്കുന്നത്. ഇത്രയും ഞങ്ങൾ പ്രതീക്ഷിച്ചിട്ടേ ഇല്ല. ഞങ്ങൾ 2 വർഷത്തിന് ശേഷം കൊറോണ അത് കുറേ വർഷം പോയി. ഇക്കുറിയാണ് ഞങ്ങൾക്കൊന്ന് ആഘോഷിക്കാൻ കിട്ടിയത്. അതിൽ തന്നെ ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് വലിയ സന്തോഷമുണ്ട്. എൻ്റെ പേര് അമീറ ടി.
My colleagues Somit and Aishwarya joining me for more details. Somit, the most obvious thing that stands out when there are objections being raised to some girl students trying to express their joy celebrating a festival wearing hijab is the contradiction that it brings out from what happened in other state, that is Karnataka, where the women were supported for wearing hijab when the activists and social activists, they backed female students for wearing hijab, and now when there is another set of girls doing the same thing, there are objections to it.
AIMPLB members from the Hyderabad city have supported the activists and also the college students who have openly raised the slogans against a particular community of students against supporting in hijab. And also now when it comes to that, and also I want to make it clear, Onam is not a festival of one community. It is celebrated by across the state, and actually it is celebrated for the crop and crop they get. And now Asma Zora, a famous senior activist and also senior member from AIMPLB, she came out and stated that hijab is used and misrepresented. I want to quote her. Hijab is a symbol of modesty and chastity, and dancing wearing hijab defeats its very purpose, and hijab is not just a dress, it's a concept and ideology which ensures safety of women, unquote. So she's clearly objecting, the students who doesn't know what exactly it is and what is the differences between the communities, and they are just celebrating festival. And there are the students we can clearly see from different communities are dancing on that video, the latest video. So it is nothing but a clear one-sided thought, and also supporting what the students when it comes to the religion, and not supporting when it comes to the festivals and also celebrating on an occasion. It's completely one-sided thought, and they were actually this is nothing but called as selectivism, and they were opposing these kind of incidents in the Hyderabad, not only in Kerala but also at several other places.
Okay, so Asma Zehra Taiba says that hijab is being misused and misrepresented. It is a symbol of modesty and chastity. Dancing wearing hijab defeats its very purpose. If I could bring you in, Aishwarya, on this, what is the purpose of hijab according to Islamic scholars then?
Well, certainly in this video, what we can see is that, and it was widely shared where more than 600 school students were dancing on a Malayalam song. Now, according to the All India Muslim Personal Law Board scholar who has criticized this particular video as saying that...
stay on with me, Aishwarya. I'm now joined by BJP MP from Kerala, KJ Alphonse. Sir, what do you have to say about what has happened when it comes to women wearing hijab and celebrating?
See, I've been saying for a long time the way Kerala is going, the way the entire psyche is turning fundamentalist in some districts of Kerala and among some communities. I've been warning it for a long time. See, don't have a problem with the personal dress code. My problem is the entire change of psyche when they wear a certain dress, feeling that, well, you don't belong here. See, Kerala for a long time, for thousands of years, people have lived peacefully. They have celebrated Onam. They have celebrated each other's festival, Onam, Christmas, Diwali, and all these things, Now suddenly some cleric pops up and says, sorry, our children shall wear the hijab. And then when they wear the hijab, they shall not celebrate and they shall not dance. They shall not sing. I don't know how many centuries we are going back. I think it's extremely disturbing.
And it is the same lot who went on and on and on about how wearing hijab is a choice. Where is that choice when it comes to the set of girls in Kerala who are just trying to flaunt their happiness about an occasion while observing what are the diktats of their religion?
Yeah, do they have a choice? Okay, clothes are your choice, but do you have a choice not to be an Indian? Do you have a choice of not living in the community or being part of the community? I think Onam has always been so much part of the community. It is celebrated in churches, it's celebrated in temples, mosques for thousands of years. Suddenly, just because you think you have a kind of an identity which doesn't permit it. I don't understand this entire logic. You say our identity is in our clothes. And then when we wear that cloth, we can't be identified with the other communities. We can't be celebrating our state and national festivals. I think this kind of an attitude is extremely dangerous.
Right, and it says a lot when a senior member at that of AIMPLB says that hijab is a symbol of modesty and chastity. Dancing, wearing hijab defeats its very purpose. A lot of interpretation remains to be done here. What is really the purpose of hijab? Let's see what the Congress has to say about this matter.
Absolutely nothing wrong. This is the beauty of this country. People from all caste, all religions celebrate all kind of festival, all kind of. They should not, kind of draw inferences out of this.
Rahul Ishwar is joining us on the broadcast. What are your first thoughts on this, Rahul?
One, I am a very conservative person myself, but at the same point of time, I would urge our brothers to think. See, dance and songs are part of life. One of the greatest Hindi hit songs is Parde Mein Rehne Do, Parda Na Uthao. In that also there is song. So please remember, whether there is any religious attire, whether it be Hindu, Christian or Muslim, we need not curtail their freedom. See, we should uphold family system, but beyond a point, if we are telling our girls what to do and what not to do, we will be repulsing them. We will be creating an animosity in them. So respect their freedom, and yes, we can guide them in a positive way, but beyond that, it will be very tough if you are going to micromanage girls' freedom and tell them what to do, and it will only be counterproductive.
Right. Stay on with me because I also have Zeenat Shaukat Ali as somebody who belongs to that particular religion. Ma'am, what do you have to say about people who are now saying that when a female student tries to wear hijab and dances to a song, it is misuse and misrepresentation of hijab?
I tell you, I think it's a completely ridiculous argument. They're celebrating Onam. They're celebrating it with their friends. They're free to do so. They're not dancing in the middle of the street, And I don't, this kind of a restriction that has been brought upon the freedom of the girls and the freedom of women, I would say this is absolutely incorrect. And I want to quote you an incident from the life of the Prophet. When Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was entering Medina. You know, he left Makkah and it was called the Hijab. You know, he entered Medina. When he entered the Medina, all the ladies and the gents, you know, the Arabs have a particular way of dancing. You know, this is not like the Indian way. It's a different way of dancing, but they were all swaying with happiness. And there was no objections taken by anyone. So, you see, the thing is that these kind of concoctions that they first of all come out with are absolutely unwarranted and uncalled for. And when you're celebrating with a school, with children, and you're celebrating, you're feeling happy about something, you're welcoming something, I don't see why there should be any objections to it in any case.
Right. So eventually it just comes back to the whole concept of imposition, what the others expect you to do. It's never about choice. It's never about freedom to choose. We've got more breaking developments coming in. AIUDF has also waded into this controversy. It will be very interesting to know where do they stand. Let's listen in.
ओनाम फेस्टिवल में ये हर रिलीजियन का पार्टिसिपेशन रहता है। ये उनका एक ट्रेडिशनल, एक कल्चरल चीज है। इसमें पॉलिटिकली क्यों कमेंट कर रहा है, आई डोंट नो। ये तो सारा जिंदगी चलते आ रहा है, आज से नहीं, सदियों से चलते आ रहा है। ये पहली बार कोई किसी ने इसको हिजाब का साथ जुड़ा, ये जुड़ा सोशली, कल्चरली, खाना पीना, कपड़ा पहनना, ये लेके हिंदुस्तान में कितना दिन डिबेट होते रहेगा। ये सब बीजेपी का एजेंडा है, आरएसएस का एजेंडा है, डिविजन का पॉलिटिक्स करने के लिए ये सब कर रहा है।